If you're a lover of autumn, then you need to experience this. Welcome to our Lens of Life Unframed channel. Autumn leaves crunched underneath Amelia's feet, creating a symphony of crimson and gold. James walked beside her, his eyes reflecting the falling leaves, a hint of uncertainty in his gaze. They swirled in the gentle breeze, painting the air with hues of amber and russet, mirroring the turmoil in their hearts. A comfortable silence had fallen between them, familiar and easy, yet tinged with unspoken tension. The air grew crisp, a gentle reminder of the season's shift, much like the shift in their relationship. The scent of wood smoke wafted from a nearby cottage, painting a picture of warmth and comfort, a stark contrast to the nervous chill running through Amelia. James paused, his gaze fixed on the path ahead, a small smile playing on his lips, masking the conflict within. Amelia's heart skipped a beat, anticipation hanging heavy in the air, crackling like the leaves beneath their feet. This walk was more than just a stroll. It was a dance on the precipice of something new, filled with both hope and fear. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share our Lens of Life Unframed channel for more content. James's silence was unusual, having taken a different turn. No longer comfortable, but loaded with unspoken words. Amelia stole glances at him, her heart pounding like a drum in her chest. What was he thinking? His brow was slightly furrowed, a sign of his inner turmoil. Was he about to confess his feelings? The thought sent a shiver down Amelia's spine, a mixture of trepidation and excitement. They reached a clearing, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. The trees stood like silent guardians, their leaves whispering secrets in the wind. James finally stopped, turning to face Amelia. His eyes, usually filled with laughter, held a new intensity. Amelia's breath caught in her throat as she searched his face, looking for answers to the questions swirling in her heart. The weight of unspoken words pressed down on them, threatening to shatter the fragile peace. James took a deep breath, the moment of truth hanging in the air. Amelia's eyes widened, hope mingling with fear. "Amelia," he began, his voice trembling. "There's something I need to tell you." "Amelia," James began, his voice a low rumble, rough with emotion, the weight of their shared history pressing down on him. He paused, gathering his thoughts, the memories of their past swirling in his mind. Amelia held her breath, every nerve ending on high alert, sensing the gravity of the moment. "I need to tell you something." His words hung in the air, suspended between them, echoing the unspoken feelings from their past. Amelia's heart pounded against her ribs, threatening to break free, the anticipation almost unbearable. She simply nodded, unable to speak, her eyes reflecting the depth of her emotions. "For years," he continued, his voice cracking slightly, "I've felt this connection with you, a bond that has only grown stronger." He looked away, as if embarrassed by his confession, the vulnerability of the moment overwhelming him. Amelia's heart ached for him, the depth of his feelings resonating with her own. He ran a hand through his hair, a nervous gesture she'd known since childhood, now laden with new meaning. But this time it held a new meaning, a vulnerability that made her heart melt. The culmination of their shared journey. The setting sun cast long shadows around them, adding a sense of drama to his confession, the moment they had both been waiting for. "Amelia, James's voice trailed off. His gaze locked with hers. In his eyes she saw a reflection of her own feelings, a longing that transcended friendship. Time seemed to stand still. The rustling leaves, the chirping crickets all faded into the background. All that mattered was this moment, this raw, unspoken connection between them. She reached out, her fingers brushing against his cheek. The contact sent a jolt through her, electrifying her very being. He leaned into her touch, his eyes closing for a fleeting second. His skin was warm beneath her fingertips, a stark contrast to the cool autumn air. Amelia's heart overflowed with a love she had never known, a love that had blossomed slowly, from the roots of their lifelong friendship. "I love you, Amelia." The words tumbled out of James's mouth, a rush of emotion in their wake. Amelia's breath hitched, tears welling up in her eyes. His confession hung in the air, fragile and pure, like a delicate butterfly about to take flight. Amelia had dreamed of this moment, yet now that it was here, it felt surreal. "James," she whispered, her voice choked with emotion. He cupped her face in his hands, his thumbs gently wiping away her tears. A gesture so tender, so full of love. "I love you too." The words escaped her lips. A soft sigh carried away by the wind, years of unspoken feelings. Finally out in the open, the weight of the world lifted from their shoulders. James leaned in, his breath warm on her cheek. Amelia tilted her head up. Their eyes met, a silent conversation passing between them. His lips brushed against hers. A whisper of a promise, A spark ignited within her, spreading warmth through her entire body. He deepened the kiss, his arms encircling her waist. Time lost all meaning. The world around them faded away. There was only James, his scent, his touch, his love. Amelia clung to him, as if he were her lifeline. The kiss was everything she had ever dreamed of, and more. It was a confirmation of their love, a promise of forever. As they finally broke apart, foreheads resting against each other, the setting sun bathed them in a warm amber glow, sealing their love with a final kiss.